Hello, I'm Mimi, and today's video is very spontaneous and unplanned and a bit rambly, but I just really wanted to share my thoughts on Instagram. It's Saturday, and I don't usually make videos on Saturday, I do weekend things, but I was at a cafe by myself, enjoying some nice lunch, and going through the responses to my Instagram post from last night, and I just got completely overwhelmed by the amazing response from the art community, and just had to sit down and make a little video sharing my thoughts about it. So, yesterday I shared this post encouraging other artists to repost a selection of artwork that they're proud of, so that we could celebrate our art together, because we spend hours creating art, we post it to Instagram, and it has a lifespan of maybe 48 hours, and then it kind of gets lost to social media. And then we do that again and again, and very quickly we build a portfolio, but also a lot of our individual art gets kind of lost. The main reason this whole post came about is that I licensed some of my art to greeting cards recently, and the company sent me a box of the cards, and I was surprised that it totally changed my perspective on this artwork that was mostly about a year old now. I don't feel bad about any of my art or anything, and I know I've made lots of lovely things, and occasionally I look back at them. But I had almost forgotten about these specific pieces, and seeing them again in a physical form with this new life as greeting cards made me reappreciate them all over again and look at them individually rather than as part of the larger portfolio that is my Instagram feed. So I shared this post quite late last night and woke up to a sea of artists resonating with what I had said and joining in on this challenge, saying they often feel pressured to create all the time, or that it's sad their art gets buried so quick. So I guess I just wanted to make this video to say that I get you. I totally acknowledge the pressure to create all the time and to create good things that not only you are happy with for yourself, but that also perform well and that others want to engage with and that are an improvement on the last things you made. I understand the struggle you're feeling to be consistent for the algorithm and feeling like you can't slow down because you'll lose any momentum that you've worked for. So I just want all of the Instagram creatives out there to stop the production line of content you've got going on for just a second, to let go of the pressure of needing to create something shiny and new today, and just look at what you've already made and how much value that has. Pick out some pieces that you've created that you love and really reconnect and feel proud of them. You create so much cool stuff. And I don't care how many followers you have, or how many likes you got on your last post, or even how good your art is in the textbook sense. If you're taking ideas from your head and creating something from them, then that's awesome. And what you're making is really cool. I'm so happy to have you as part of this art community. I also want to share a few general thoughts of mine about Instagram for artists, because it's not all bad, but it's not all good either. I know not everyone has the same views and experiences, so these are just my own. On the positive side, I think Instagram is an amazing community tool, and it's given me the opportunity to connect with such an amazing group of creatives online that I wouldn't have ever met in real life, and I'm so grateful for that. Having a place where I can share my art with other people and have their support and encouragement is so valuable to me, and it's even more valuable for me to have a place where I can encourage other creatives. For me at least, sometimes a little bit of pressure gives me the push I need. So challenging myself in 2020 to post something to Instagram 5 days a week was a pressure that held me accountable and allowed me to practice my art skills every day, even if it was going to be easier for me to watch TV instead. Feeling like I should post something gave me that little bit of a push I needed, because I needed a purpose and a place for my art to go. Otherwise, I found it really hard to prioritize spending time creating in my sketchbook every day when there's a long list of other adult responsibilities I could be doing instead. Creating for Instagram has ended up being a great portfolio, and it's brought me opportunities like portrait commissions and picture books. I know that people are going to Instagram to find illustrators, so it's really useful to have my art there. On the downside though, it's a platform we can't control and changes from time to time, and that's frustrating. There are so many artists that I chose to follow because I want to see their art journey, but Instagram doesn't show me their work in my feed. It tries to get me to follow other accounts rather than showing me who I already follow first. How deflating for creators who are making content their followers want to see, but isn't always being shown to them. As well, the pressure to keep creating, while sometimes can be a positive accountability, can also really be such a stress and change what we're creating because of that. Sometimes I feel super creative and can draw for days and days, but sometimes I'm just low on creative juice, and that's totally fine, except when I feel pressured to still make something for social media, because then I'm just creating for the algorithm rather than for myself, and that's just not the way I want to create. I'm a big believer in creating art for yourself and for your own creative growth as much as you're making it for anyone else or for any platform. But I also totally understand the pressure of feeling like you need to satisfy the Instagram algorithm to grow an engaged audience if you want to make art your job. And when your dream is to make a living from your art and you know social media growth will bring opportunities, that pressure is so real. And as well, like I said in my Celebrate Your Art post, it feels like art and content in general is old news after 48 hours on Instagram. There's kind of this sense of you're only as good as your last post, so we've better keep making more and making it faster and better just to keep up, and I just think that's not healthy for most people. So with all that being said, I'm going to keep using Instagram for my art because overall I really enjoy the platform. I think it's really helpful to be aware of what brings you value and what brings you down on any social media platform so that you can make it work for you. And as long as I'm aware of how it's making me feel about myself and my art, I can enjoy it on days that it's making me feel good and remove myself from it on days that it's not. At the end of the day, my art is not just an account on Instagram. That art is mine. I made it, and it has value to me whether Instagram thinks so or not. Instagram is a tool that us artists are using. We don't own it, we can't control it, and we can only work with what we've got. So let's make it work for us, and if we're feeling tired of the pressure to keep creating shiny, new, engaging content, let's normalize engaging with reposted art. Let's celebrate each other and promote hashtags and challenges that look at beautiful art we've already made, like Art vs. Artist or Top 9. And ultimately, you can just create as much as you want to create. It's okay if you want to create to grow your account. It's okay if you want to create just for yourself whenever you want to. And of course, everyone is welcome to join in with the Celebrate Your Art Challenge over on Instagram with the hashtag CelebrateYourArt2022. You don't need to follow me or anything like that. Just post some of your favorite art that you're proud of. Use the hashtag so others can find you, and encourage other creatives to do the same so we can all celebrate our art together. Thanks for watching this video. I'd love to know your opinions about Instagram in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!